Charlotte Brontë was a famous English writer. She was born on April 21, 1816, in a small town called Thornton in England. She is best known for her novel Jane Eyre, which tells the story of a strong, independent young woman who faces many challenges in her life. Charlotte Brontë wrote her novels under the name Currer Bell because, at the time, women authors were not always accepted by society. Charlotte grew up in a small family. She had 4 siblings. Her mother died when she was only 5 years old, and her father, a priest, took care of the children. Charlotte's family was very close, but they faced many difficult times. Her father was strict, and the children often lived in poor conditions. Charlotte and her siblings loved to read and write stories, even though they did not have many books. They spent a lot of time imagining different worlds and characters. Charlotte and her sisters, Emily and Anne, all loved to write. They created many stories and poems together. As young girls, they would often make up stories and read them aloud to each other. The 3 sisters shared a love of books and writing. They also had a brother, Branwell, who was not as interested in writing but had his own creative talents. Sadly, Branwell's life was full of struggles, and he did not become a successful writer like his sisters. Charlotte went to school when she was a child. She went to a school for girls called Cowan Bridge. At this school, she and her sisters faced very difficult conditions. The food was not good, and the school was very strict. Unfortunately, both of Charlotte's older sisters became very sick at this school, and they both died at a young age. This was a very sad time for Charlotte and her family. After their deaths, Charlotte and her sisters returned home, where they began writing even more stories to help them forget their sadness. Charlotte's first novel was The Professor, but it was not very successful. She wrote many other novels, but her most famous one is Jane Eyre. In Jane Eyre, the main character, Jane, is an orphan who faces many difficulties. She grows up in a harsh environment, but she is strong and does not give up. Eventually, Jane becomes a teacher and later falls in love with a man named Mr. Rochester. The novel is full of emotions, adventure, and excitement. It shows how Jane struggles to find her place in the world, while also staying true to herself. Jane Eyre became very popular, and many people loved the story. Charlotte Brontë's writing was special because she wrote about strong female characters. In her time, it was not common for women to write about important subjects. Charlotte used her stories to explore love, independence, and the struggles that women often face. She showed that women could be brave, smart, and capable of making their own decisions. Her characters, especially Jane Eyre, became role models for many women who read her books. Charlotte's other novels include Shirley and Villette. In Shirley, she wrote about the life of a woman who was independent and strong. In Villette, the main character is a woman named Lucy Snow, who faces many challenges while living in a foreign country. Both novels are important because they also show how women can be strong and how they can overcome difficult situations. Charlotte Brontë did not live a very long life. She passed away on March 31, 1855, at the age of 38. Despite her short life, she wrote many books that have become famous all over the world. Her work continues to be loved by readers today, and her characters still inspire many people. Her writing influenced many authors who came after her. Her ability to write about complex emotions and difficult situations made her a very important writer. Even though she wrote about struggles and sadness, her stories also show the power of hope and the importance of staying strong. Charlotte Bronte's life was not easy, but her stories have inspired readers for generations. She showed that anyone, even in difficult circumstances, could create something beautiful. Her novels are full of heart and courage, and they continue to teach people important lessons about life, love, and strength. Her books show how important it is to be kind, strong, and never give up on your dreams. Today, Charlotte Brontë is remembered as one of the greatest writers in English literature. Her books are still read in schools and libraries, and her characters remain famous all over the world. Charlotte Bronte's work is not just for people who love books from the past. It is still important today because it reminds us that anyone can be brave and follow their own path, no matter how difficult life can be. Her novels teach readers about love, hope, and the power of standing up for yourself. She wrote stories that make us think deeply about the world around us and the people in it. Charlotte Bronte's writing continues to have an impact on the world of literature. Her books have been translated into many languages and have been made into movies and plays. Readers all over the world still enjoy her stories and are inspired by her strong, smart, and brave characters. Even though she lived many years ago, Charlotte Bronte's voice is still heard today. Her works are a part of the heart of English literature, and they will be read and enjoyed for many years to come. Charlotte Bronte's life and her stories remind us of the power of words and how writing can change the world.